Shot 167. If you don't make yourself echo on a regular basis, you are not shit. Espresso Podcast. Yeah. Turn me up a little bit. Turn me up a little bit. Yeah. Ooh. This exact music is every time I dive into the water in a pool, this plays for no reason. You know what I'm saying? You're like feeling the wrinkles on the bottom of the pool in somebody's weird house, you know? You're like at their party and their pool liner's all fucked up. And you're like, oh yeah, it's so smooth. It doesn't matter how long I'm underwater when I'm swimming in a pool. When I get up, I act like I'm in fucking Baywatch. I don't know what happened, but I saw somebody like at some camp. Like some camp I went to, they raised up out of the water and flipped their hair to the right and into the left like it was a cologne commercial, and I was like, oh shit, I'm doing that from now on. You know what I mean? Every time I get out of the pool, I'm like, oh shit, Acquadiccio. Shot 167, Espresso Podcast. I'm Ben Polizzi. Remember to follow on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Cameo, all that Benedict Polizzi. Rate, review, subscribe. Do it all, baby. Let's get this thing jumping. Jumping. I can't play music on the pod anymore. Ah! What do I do, bro? That was my whole personality. I can't play any copyrighted music. I know. I'm about to jump out of the fucking window. But, yeah, so, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna sing. I almost did it right there, but I was like, just chill out, bro. Every beginning of my podcast is like... I'm chilling now. I'm chilling. So, yeah, no copyrighted songs, so we gotta play all royalty-free stuff. So it's like... It's like all ice cream truck music. But, yeah. Show's coming up. White Lake Yacht Club in Whitehall, Michigan. This Saturday, 8 o'clock. See you there. That'll be dope. Sterling Event Center, Greenwood, at the end of the month, July 30th, 8 o'clock. I'm going to be with Sarah Huntington. She's been on the podcast before. And Ray. You guys know him. You know Ray. That Ray. It'll be a good show. Come out. It's a cool venue, too. So that'll be dope. But yeah, bro. What's good? Dude, it's hot. It's hot. Like, my grass is like, hey. Now, on the whole way here, every time it's this hot out, the only thing that plays in my head is like an infomercial. I wonder if that's copyright on the internet. Guess we're going to find out. This plays in my head every time it's hot as hell. See if we can sneak one past old YouTube, huh? Oh my God, this right here. Holy shit. This play every time I go outside, I'm like, damn, I'm like really sweating. I can get a tan like right now. This plays in my head.
It's gonna be hot and you're gonna need a pool.
You know that store that's like local to you and they sell like pool tables and like hot tubs and shit? At Watson's.
It's gonna be hot and you're gonna need a pool.
God, the most like Indiana hot girl, you know? It's hot and you need a pool every single time. It's got to be hot and you got to have a pool. What's up with like local companies only like they can't use anybody else but themselves? Like every car dealership, every pool and spa company, anything like that, it's just like family first. Honey, jump in there. You're hot. It's hot and you need a pool. It's got to be hot and it's got to be Watson's. It's always that like local commercial that like the only people they put in their commercial is all their employees, and then at the end there's like a random dog in the background. They're like $9.95.99, 0 APR, 0 financing, 0 MSRP, 0 ADG, 0 BRB, 0 G2G, 0 TTYL, and Ray Skillman. And in the background there's like a dog in the window, and they're like, see you tomorrow. There's always a fucking random dog. Oh shit, that's like every one of my videos. I'm like, yeah, put something in the background. God damn it. It's hot and you gotta have a pool. There's literally a compilation on YouTube, Hot Watson's Girl. I bet my dad's watched that like 48 times. Oh, shit. Whose dad hasn't watched that? Yeah, that Watson's Girl. Dude, I wish there was a dating show for all the like wife commercial personalities, spokesmen. That Terry Lee girl? Yeah, jeez, is that his wife? God. I saw Terry Lee in real life. He's like the local Chevy dealer or something. I saw him at a Pacers game, and he had so much plastic surgery, he was like melting. I was like, I was sitting by him, and they like put his face on the jumbotron. I was like, I don't know about that. I like put my head in front of his head, and I was like, yo me, pal. I looked under his chin, and there was just a fucking skull. I just saw bones and shit. It was just the Terminator. It was like, you know how on the cover of that video, it's just half of his face? Or like when any sci-fi like robot like gets hurt when they're human and like half their face is ripped off. That was Terry Lee Honda. At a Pacers game. Let's go Pacers. Go Pacers. Go Pacers. That's how he talks. They gotta like dial him up before the game, like the soundboard. They're like, we need to install the Pacers chip so he doesn't act weird at the game. Let's make some noise. Let's make some noise. It's Miller time. It's Miller time. He goes to get a drink. The people in the control booth are like, no. There's an explosion at Bankers Life Fieldhouse tonight, and it came from the courtside seats of Terry Lee Hunt. Tonight at 7 o'clock, right after the break. It's hot, and you gotta have a pool at Watson's. All right, holy shit. If anybody still is listening. Oh my God, dude. Holy shit, Watson's Girl. All right, let's get to the question real quick. Let's get it. But first, I need to let you guys know that the Espresso Podcast is brought to you by Wave One Media. If you want to start your own show, visit thewave1.com. Okay. Quick question of the week. Sketty. This kid I used to coach, bro, is so funny. I know, I don't care. This kid I used to coach, like, he was always like, you know that on your high school football team? No, there's always a kid in high school that's so funny, but, like, nobody, like, gives him the credit. Like, he's, like, kind of annoying, but, like, low-key, like, 8 out of 10 things he says, you're like, holy shit, that was really funny. That same kid that's, like, always that funny, you're like, he's always like injured for the whole year for no reason. He's like perfectly functioning, but like he just doesn't play, and there's like a good reason, but you're like, what? That kid, bro, there's a kid like that I coached. Isn't it funny to think of me as a football coach? I was like the most like, dude, me as a football coach, most like non-confrontational coach of all time. If a kid fumbled, I'd be like, hey! Drop down and give me 20 when you get a chance. All right, but for real, that kid, like that dude that was always like hurt, that was like super funny, but no one knew it. He taught me so much. Like, that's why I like coaching college and high school, because you learn so much like shit that, like, you learn all their lingo. Like, I came out to practice and I had like melted like a power bar, melted like a chocolate power bar on my nose. Cause I like, dude, when coaching I was so hungry. I came from work right to practice. So I was starving and I was eating everything in the car. And I just had like hella like protein bars. And I smashed one when I was like walking out the practice field. And I always eat before I don't want to do something too. So like anytime I'm like scarfing food down, it's because I'm like, fuck this. And I was just slamming this protein bar on the way to the field, and I ate it real fast, and I like met up with the running backs. I was like, all right, let's do our like pre-practice drills. But I had chocolate on the tip of my nose, and I went over to like our drill section, and he comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, Coach P." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "You got something on your nose." And I was like, "Oh, damn." And I like wiped it off and looked at my fingers, and it was brown. He goes, I look back at him. He goes, "Mad sus." Oh shit! That's not like a new term, but like 4 years ago, that shit was so funny to me. Holy shit. Mad size, dog. I'm fucking dead. Fuck. All right. The question. Oh, somebody actually, this is really good feedback for this podcast, by the way. Somebody told Derek James, who's always on the podcast, that they didn't know what any of the segments meant because it was their first time listening. And I was like, quick question of the week. Let's go viral. Let's do days. Like nobody, I just figured it out. Like nobody knows what the fuck any of that means. So, yeah, when I say it's the espresso quick question of the week. Every Sunday, or sometimes like maybe a weird Tuesday, or just, you know, some like normally at the end of the week, unless it's going to be like a weird week for me, I put out a question that's like, yo, when's the last time you did this or that? And like, I'm low key waiting for somebody to make fun of those questions. I don't know why anyone hasn't like made fun of me on that and tagged me. I'm waiting. For me, it's like when you sharpen your pencil in school and your ass shakes for 12 seconds. Like, I'm waiting for somebody to fucking say some shit like that. But the question of the week, I put it out every Sunday night, and it's like, I don't know, just the question of the week. And people send in DMs of, like, stories or whatever they say, and I talk about them on the podcast. So this week, the question, espresso question of the week was, what's something you wish you knew when you were younger? And I said, for me, it's when you post something on the internet, no matter how many times you try to delete it, like you can delete it off the internet, but like people can screenshot it. Like you can tweet something, you know what I mean? Like famous athletes tweet some shit when they're like in college and drunk, and then they go to the NFL and win a Super Bowl. And the thing that they tweeted when they were in college and drunk, somebody took a screenshot of just randomly. And then the night they won the Super Bowl, they tweet the tweet that they sent out in college when they were drunk. And it's like, I don't give a fuck. I just love pussy. Like some shit like that. You know what I mean? So like everything's always like once you post something, bro, it's always there no matter what. Somebody has it. All right. Question of the week. Something you wish you knew when you were younger. Juicy 8. I wish I knew teachers weren't the upper echelon of society. Dude. So true. The truest thing. Anybody that's like older than me, I've got some weird complex in my brain where like if someone's older than me, I think they're so much smarter than me. Like I'm like, oh, he must know. But like, dude, I don't know what that is. Like, ever since I was a kid, anyone that's older than me, I'm like, oh, obviously they know. Whoa. But, like, especially teachers. I hate when there's, like, a really good marketing teacher or something. There's, like, a really good marketing teacher. You're like, oh, my God, I love this. Like, she's so cool. She knows what she's talking about. She's fucking confident. Like, oh, my God, this lady is amazing. Then in the back of my head, I'm like, why doesn't she just do marketing for, like, Target? Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm always like, damn, thanks, but shit, you should be like working for fucking Google or something. You know what I mean? I guess you can't really do that if you're like a history teacher, though. Like, oh my God, that guy knows everything about all the wars. He should work in the fucking Pentagon. He should work in the Children's Museum. It's like a good like zoology teacher. Oh my God, she knows what the hell she's talking about dissecting a frog. She should have been on Jurassic Park. JP4, starring Mrs. Reister from sophomore zoology class. Oh, shit. Then the gym teacher, the PE teacher is like, oh, man, this guy knows everything about sports. This guy, he coaches every team at the okay. All right. Never mind. You got it, sir. Get on the line. Ah! All right. Things you wish you knew when you were younger. Pop 317. When I was younger, I wish I would have known what it takes consistency to be in shape. I would have been downing McDoubles on the daily. Do sit-ups for one night and be upset when I didn't have abs the next morning. I think about that myself a lot. Like, sometimes, like, there's be random, like, 3-month stretches where I don't, like, do cardio. And I'm like, I don't, my body. And then you think about, like, all the shit you eat during the day, and that's not, like, going anywhere. Here we go. We'll do like 2 more, which means 97 more. B. Trask. Things you wish you knew when you were younger. That I had ADHD instead of finding out as a 31-year-old woman. I don't know. I think everybody has a little bit of ADHD. Because, like, I don't know what the condition is, but I know I have a little bit. Because, like, dude. Or maybe it's not ADHD. Maybe I'm just a normal person. But, dude, what do you what's the method to get rid of ADHD now for me? Since I don't have medication for it, drink as much coffee as possible. That's my medicine. Oh, I need a coffee. Every time anything gets hard, I need a coffee. Pike Place. Dark Rose. Starbucks is capitalizing off of everybody's like deficiencies. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Oh my God, I feel sick. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Oh my God. Starbucks is like, oh, we got exactly what you need. Before work every day, coffee. You know why? No, not because you need to wake up. Because you don't want to go to work. Oops. Because you'll do anything before you have to do something you hate, aka my whole life. Jesus. Before I did this podcast, I like shaved my whole body. I was like, I don't know. I just got to do something. All right, one more. Things you wish you knew when you were younger. Nico Bezo 21. The Dewey Decimal System is something you'll never use again after like 3rd grade. Yeah, I don't know why. They probably don't do that anymore because I've talked about that before. My mom was weird sometimes. I never told her what we were doing in school, so she never had a clue like what was happening in my life. Because she wouldn't ask. Like, it was probably like 2 times on the way home from school when I was younger. She'd be like, what'd you do in school? And I'd be like, I don't know, just like normal shit. Like, because it was the same thing every day. I wasn't going to like go into what photosynthesis was in the car. Like, there are people in the car too. We carpooled. Like, I'm not going to like start showing off or anything. Still don't know what it is. But yeah, I never said shit to my mom about what was going on in school. And the one time I did, I was like, Mom, I don't know why I felt like talking to her about school, but I was like, we learned this thing called the Dewey Decimal System. And our librarian teacher said we got to know all 12 by the end of December or some shit like that. And my mom, since I never talked about anything, was like, okay, right when we get home, you're making note cards. I was like, holy shit. It's not that deep. Like, it was just like, we went over it. We got to know by December. Like, it's cool, you know? Dude, my mom and note cards are like fucking this. My mom and making note cards are like you and coffee. Ah! Every morning. Ah! That's my mom and note cards. She likes nothing else, bro. I could get her fucking 19 packs of note cards for Christmas, and she'd be like, oh! Oh! Opening all the presents. Oh! Oh! The neighbors. Everything okay in there? Merry Christmas, by the way. My mom. Oh! Oh! Oh my God, they're college ruled? Oh, those note cards, though, that are blank on both sides without lines. I'm like, who the fuck made these? Who messed up at the factory? This is bullshit. Oh my God. You ever write on a note card? You like write okay, say you're doing like vocab and the word is like, I don't know why the fuck I just thought about this, but the word is succumb. I know why I just thought about it. The word is SUCCUMB because I don't really know what that means that well, but kinda. And then you flip it over to the back to write the definition and the card's upside down, like the lines. You're like, that moment in my life is the worst. Worst moment in 2021. Actually, not in 2021. Worst moment in Ben Polizzi's life. Yeah, but we had to do the Dewey Decimal System. My mom was on my fucking shit about it. Like every night until December. It was probably like fucking August when I told her. On some like... The teacher was like, well, the end of December. And I told my mom, and so every night she was like, what's A through Z? What's 1, 2? Or whatever the fuck the Dewey Decimal System is. She like had my shit right for that. Bro. Dewey Decimal System. It wasn't like the Pythagorean theorem. It wasn't anything like that. It wasn't fucking the Constitution. It wasn't the Our Father in Spanish. It wasn't anything important. The Dewey Decimal System was the thing for me that I knew. And the day that when December whatever rolled around and the teacher was like, do you guys remember the fucking Dewey whatever thing? Because she didn't even care about it. And the class was like, no. And started laughing, looking at each other. Even the smart girl's like, I forgot what that was. I was in the back of the class like, my mom fucking pulled up in the fucking parking lot of the school in her car and fucking crashed into the side of the room and was like, let's fucking do this. Dude, and I answered fucking every single question 100% right. What's a motherfucking teacher? What's it? Before she even get the fucking question out of her mouth. What's the what? Bitch, what's the? I was fucking spitting, dude. Spitting. Name them off one more time. The teacher even did one of those. Like I was on fucking fire. You ever on fire in class? Like you can't miss, bro. You just know them for some reason. That was always me because I was like, I don't know this for any good reason, but I know them for some reason. Like, and you hit like 5 in a row. It's Z, That's me in the back of the class raising my hand. Sound like a Chinese guy. That was me in the back of the class. Just, dude, the smart girl's looking at me like she was somehow had gum in her mouth. She was like, yeah, we'll see in fucking science class if he knows anything. But dude, holy shit. The teacher was even like, Ben, run through them all again for everybody. And I was like, like, that's one of those times in class where you could cuss and everybody would be like, it's cool. No, it's cool. It's cool this time. I could have been like, at the end, I could have been like, and that's the motherfucking Dewey Decimal System, bitch. And the teacher would have been like, he did kind of go off the rails at the end, and with all the gunshots and his mom driving her car into the classroom, but he is exactly right. Then the bell would ring and everybody would forget about it. Holy shit. If that's not my podcast right there, boy, that's the most espresso podcast of all time. All right, let's go viral. Okay, viral. This segment is when I go on the internet, on Twitter, so broad. I go on Twitter and find the most popular hashtags of the week. And I compile a list of like 10 of them. I go through them on the podcast like, okay, like this one, the one this week is hashtag why even pretend. Like I have like a list of like 10 like that, and I just pick ones that like look good. Hashtag why even pretend? Why even pretend that you should get out of your bathroom shower? Like, you know, the shower with the curtain? I'm still shower curtain range income. Who's not, bro? If you don't have a shower with a curtain, fuck off. Those are kind of like scary, though. Shower with curtain. You can't see shit. Anything could be happening. That was probably my biggest fear. People are like, oh, there's something in my closet. I'd be taking a shower with the curtain wide fucking open, getting water all over the bathroom just because I was fucking scared. Just because I saw like the cover of a fucking Scream movie at Kroger. I'd see that and be like, oh shit, that fucked me up for like 2 months. And then I'd take a shower at home with the fucking shower curtain all the way pulled to the side. Bathroom. Why is the bathroom all wet? I'd be like, that's crazy. But why? Okay. Some people you know your toilet's right by the shower. Just because if your toilet's not right by your shower curtain shower, you live in like a fucking dorm room or something. But the toilet's always by the shower curtain. And people fucking the whole shower curtain and get out, step out where like the toilet is. You know what I'm talking about? Like where the water, you turn on the water, the faucet, the water, and then that's like right next to the water and the faucet in the shower is like the toilet. People get out on that side. That doesn't. Why even pretend? Hashtag why even pretend that's what the fuck. Get out on the other side. There's room. You're not in the water. It's less wet. Usually the towels are like arms width or reach like right there. You know what I mean? People that get it, dude, and I can always tell because they don't put the shower curtain back. That's a whole different story, bro. If you take a shower and leave the shower like exposed, time for jail. Time for jail. Ooh. Call the cops. 911. What's your emergency? This motherfucker wants to show everybody some soap scum. Ooh. Dude, the shower without a curtain on it is a disaster. I don't care if you just cleaned it. I'll clean the fuck out of my shower. I'll get a new shower. And when they're done installing it and they're like, that's it. Have a good one. And they leave the house, I'll fucking put the curtain over. Fuck that, dude. That's weird in there. I'm always like, there's going to be a fucking cockroach in there or something. I would throw up for sure. Dude, what if you saw a snake in there? Ah! If I see a snake on TV, I'm like, ah! I always think the biggest fear I have that's not real, me going to the bathroom, not standing up, and there's a fucking snake in the toilet. I just got the chills 7 times. All right, one more hashtag. Hashtag texts I hate to get. Hashtag texts I hate to get. There's a lot. Like when somebody just leaves an open-ended question, dude, that'll ruin my whole day. If somebody you like genuinely care about is like, hey, this one, call me. I'm like, it's that person that like, it could be important, but at the same time, they could be like looking for their fucking keys in the parking lot. You know, one of those. So you're like, damn. But some people, when you get a call me from them, you're like, I'm calling them right now. This is about to be fucked up. And some people, when you get a call me, you're like, why don't you just fucking call me? You're on the phone right now. What are you talking about? Call me. Now you're bossing me around and shit? What do you mean? Just go. I mean, it's one tap away on your phone. Just do it to me. Or like at least be like, is it okay if I call? And even if you say that, dude, you're a piece of shit. When people are like, you got a second, I want to call you. I'm like, oh, fuck. About what? It's not my birthday. What do you want to talk about? It's always something bad. Always something bad. Always something you don't want to do when somebody wants to call you. I'm like, fuck. What chore? What do you want? God damn it. Has it ever been anything good? Hey, let me call you for a second. Hey, man, just wanted to say thanks for being a great guy. All right, talk to you later. Bye. It's never been that. It's always like, hey, when you, hold on a second. Woo! Hold on, there's some construction. Woo! Just 1 second. My phone's breaking. Actually, it's probably your phone. Your phone. You have bad service, you piece of shit. What are you, T-Mobile? Woo! Then they're like, hey, will you pick me up from the airport, jump my car, and change my fucking furnace? I'm like, oh my God, fuck. Oh, bye. Then I'm like, I don't know. Can you just text me all that shit? Because I can't even bear to, like, dude, I can't even hear people in real fucking life. Imagine me hearing you on the phone. Like when the connection's bad on the phone, I've never been more pissed off. I'm just like, fuck it. I'll never talk to your ass again, for all I care. The call me text is just like so rude. Some people just text rude shit, bro. It's so fucked up. I'd rather not text somebody back at all than text something rude. Like when somebody's like K, I'm like, I mean, now you're just gonna, like, that's some evil shit right there. You're just gonna K me? The ... The ... text, I hate the fucking, hey, what's up? What are you doing later? ... And they're not, like, being funny. You know? You know when somebody gives you a ... and you're like, for real. Yeah. ... Like, oh. Like one of those ... is different. But when somebody just always texts like that, like my dad does it with dashes. He'll be like, what's up, B? Dash. And I'm like, what is that? Is that for me to, like, fill in? Is that the line that I'm supposed to, like, write in my answer? The dash? Dude, people put ... at the end of the shit like that. And I'm like, are you fucking... What's up? That's what it sounds like. People that put ellipses after their text and they don't know what that is to other people. It's like you're saying it like, okay? Like if you're like, all right, bro, I paid for all your stuff. Yeah, I'll drive. I'll pick you up at 8 o'clock, give you a couple hours to sleep in, and then we're heading to the amusement park. They're like, sounds good, ... You're like, what the fuck? This is what they sound like. Okay, bro, I paid for all your stuff. I'm picking you up. I'll give you a couple more hours of sleep, pick you up at 8. I'm actually going to give you some food on the way there. You know, everything's on me this trip. And then we're heading to the amusement park. It sounds like you're saying this. Sounds good. That's what that is. Ellipses, fucking gypsies out there. Ellipsy gypsy. All right, let's do days. Okay. Days of the week. There's a national day of the week for every single day of the year. Holy fuck, that didn't make any sense. There's like 5 national days for every single day in the year. And they switch, they fucking rotate, all this shit. You know when somebody, like some stupid, like when Dunkin' Donuts like has a sponsored ad on Instagram and they're like, it's National Donut Day. Every donut that you buy after 4 donuts that you buy is free. And you're like, huh? What the fuck? National Donut Day? Who's making this shit up? All right, so when me and Joey were doing this podcast a long time ago, we were like, there's so many fucking national days. Let's just like talk about them. So every day, okay, so this Friday, National Corn Fritters Day. We just found there's a website that has all the national days, and we just talk about them every time. Friday, National Corn Fritters Day, which is what? Because that shit sounds kind of good. What the fuck's a corn fritter? This is what this segment is. I'm like, what the fuck is it? Oh shit, that looks good. Stuff with corn in it. I'm like, yo. Guess what my favorite fucking veggie is? Dude, shit with corn. The most like, I think the most underappreciated thing at like Chipotle and Qdoba is that corn. Like, I would get a burrito with just that and be like, oh, yeah, checking all the boxes. Holy shit, that's a corn fritter. Looks fire. It looks like a corn oatmeal raisin cookie. I know like 60 people right now are like, ew, but fuck you. Sometimes, like, corn on the grill. There's just something about corn. It's just a simple thing. You're just like, damn. Like, when I see somebody eating a big fucking ear of corn at a fair, I'm like, oh! Did you bring those? Like, I'd pay like $17 for that. It's so big. I'm like, where'd you get that fucking corn? Yeah, but corn. National Corn Fritters Day. Looks good. I wonder if anybody actually eats those. Saturday. National Lottery Day. For some reason, I hate playing the lottery. I just feel like it's never going to work out. I mean, because it doesn't. But like when people are like, let's get lottery tickets, I'm always like, it's going to be a fucking big mess. And I don't have a fucking penny. And I don't want, if I do this with my fingernail, I'll literally, I'd rather lose a finger than win the lottery. Like the amount of like reward, you know, it's just like, bro, all this shit's going to go over the table. How about those fake lottery tickets? You remember those? People are like starting to give those out. Those got hot in like 2000. That's a long time ago, buddy. But like we got my grandpa. This is not okay. We got my grandpa, who's like older, obviously, a fake lottery ticket. This motherfucker loves the lottery. Sometimes he would like win $500 and shit like on Christmas, and we'd be like, whoa, like thinking it was like 5 million when we were kids. But somebody gave him a fake lottery ticket, and the prize was like $7 million. Like, that is not, dude, to give an old person that. And like half the people thought it was real and half didn't know. And the person that gave it to him was like, like didn't want to like fucking ruin their day, but also like felt guilty. I was like, dude, I think I just went to the bathroom every time people did lottery tickets. I was like, I'm good. That's probably what fucked me up with lottery tickets. Actually, that moment, because I was like, my grandpa, this is fake. Like when I heard it was fake, and he like didn't, like he was like couldn't really hear or something, and like I knew it was fake, and his face was still like happy. I was like, I'm about to. Do you have the keys? I'll drive this bitch home. I'm fucking 12. Get in the fucking car. 4 hours on the way home. Crying the whole time. Did you see his fucking face? We thought that shit was real fun. Holy shit. All right. Çᵒᵘ'£167. It's a wrap. Thanks for listening. Remember to review, subscribe, rate it. Hit me up on Instagram for the question of the week. If you got any feedback on the podcast, if you want me to talk about it or something, if you got a question of the week you want me to put out there, let me know. At @řejᵃᵃ on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Cameo. But okay. I'll talk to you guys next week. IFM.